Fellas, I played a video game. And I can't wait to tell you about it. Welcome to the Video Game Book Report. I learned so many things with my time with this video game, and I can't wait to tell you everything that I learned. There's so much to tell. So many different things that, different themes and modes and learnings and teachings that you could take away. Video games are an excellent source of personal development, and I can't wait to tell you all about the game that I played recently. Okay, yeah, so, hi, everybody. My name is Coney, and I beat a video game recently, and I wanted to talk about it. I would love to tell everybody here about the game that I beat, and hopefully will inspire you guys to try the game too, and maybe you'll learn something from this if you already played it. Maybe there's more out there, so I would like you to try this. So I hope you like it. This, okay, here we go. This is my video game book report. Ready? Go. Welcome to the Video Game Book Report stream. I have this very futuristic new device, which allows me to control the stream from here. And in case you guys haven't guessed, and the game is called Cyberpunk 2077. Also, sorry that I'm doing this game. Nothing else came out. And I beat this a while ago, but I didn't have anything else to play. So we're gonna do this game. So let's get started. The first question that you might have is, what is Cyberpunk 2077? Cyberpunk 2077, let's draw back the curtain, is a game released in 2021, not 2077, and it was made by CD Projekt Red. And Cyberpunk is an open world RPG set in the world of Night City, and it's a game where anything can happen. Crime is everywhere, and if you don't be careful, you can wind up like this.
Oh shit. He's in rough shape, but alive.
He's alive though, he didn't die. So let's talk a little bit about the setting of the game, okay? So Cyberpunk is a game that takes place in a dystopian urban city, like this. Like the whole world has gone to trash because of technology, right? And there's futuristic technology everywhere. It's mass available and corporations love it. Yeah, so corporations are giving people lots of technology without only care about profits, and they don't care about people, right? And no haircuts. You can't have haircuts anymore. I don't know if that's like a legislation or like if they just changed that. I couldn't find it anyway. Maybe you had to like go out of the town, but there were no haircuts in the game, which was a little weird. And then also there's this like weird safety protocol where everybody does this. So like a bomb goes off, the bomb goes off and everybody they go like this. So this is it's a squat, but it's safer, I guess? I don't know. I'm only in 2021, but I think that might be a safer place. So let's talk a little bit about what is it like? What do you think the game is like? That's what I would like to know. There's a lot of things to the game. So what is it actually like? It's an open world, choice-based, first-person RPG with high replayability and customization mechanics tailored to your individual playstyle. What's it like, really? Fallout. But there is Borderlands too. There's both. But it's Fallout. It's definitely Fallout. How do you play this game? I hear you ask. That's an excellent question. I would love to tell you right now. So essentially what you want to do is you find a building and you just shoot everybody in it. You kill everybody that you see. That's the first part. Then you want to grab guns and tape and apples and spoons and books and anything else you can find. If there's anything on a shelf, you grab it. And when you grab it, then you keep it. keep this in mind. We're gonna talk about this later. It's important to remember this. You grab everything for later. Then you dump the guns, the tapes, and the apples in the recycling for money. Remember when I said to remember that? That's why it comes back. So you get money for it, which lets you buy bigger guns. They call it a loot shooter. And then you get a call from a stranger every once in a while, and they tell you to do something, and you do it, but you never meet them? So I don't know if that's like a commentary on the gig economy. I don't know if that's like a thematic thing. Like, am I a DoorDasher or am I an Uber Eats? Because, like, they tell you to do something, but it's like kill a person, and then you go there, you kill the person, and then you're done. But you never talk to this person again. You never see them again. And then sometimes something like this could happen.
Oh, shit.
I really like that clip. So let's step into the world, the story of Cyberpunk. Watch this. We're going to step into it. I worked too hard on that transition for you not to notice it. Now, there are heavy spoilers ahead. If you haven't beaten the game, I suggest you turn back now. If you're still playing through this yourself. I know it's old, but nothing else has come out, so maybe you haven't played this yet. I would recommend you stop now if you want to beat it, okay? So here we go. What happens in this game? I hear you asking. That's a good question. I'll tell you bit by bit. First, you pick an opening cutscene. There are 3, okay? You can be a poor person, an urban poor person, or a rich person. So it's a desert person, a city person, or a high-riser. Those are your 3 cutscenes, and they're kind of cool. It's just a movie that you watch. It's kind of nice. And then, like, you move sometimes, but not a lot. Then you meet a very friendly man named Jack, I think, and you watch a movie about how cool he is. He's really cool. He's really nice. Yeah, he's a really cool guy. Then he dies. Your friend dies, and then you meet another guy who's your new friend, but he's dead too. But he, like, lives in your head, I think. I don't know. He has, like, a robot arm. And he somehow gets into your brain. And now he's you. In a different way, which is... makes you think, right? It's like technology, so... Anyway, he's dead, and then a business guy strangles his dad, and you watch it. So he's dead, and then you have adventures with your friend. I don't remember them. I think, like, you went to a bar a lot. There's a bar that you go to. And then, like, he's just like a dick. He's just kind of mean. I don't know why. He just is a jerk. And it's like, we're sharing the same body. I don't know what your problem is, but he's being kind of an asshole. But, yeah, so you go on adventures with him. And then you fight a samurai at the parade, which is really cool, actually. There's, like, lights. It's like Blade Runner with the lights and everything. And you fight the samurai. Wow. He has swords, which is really cool. So that, you do that then. And then you have sex in a tank, which was okay. Like, that was fine. But then I don't know what, I couldn't romance the one that I liked. I really liked this girl named Julie, who I met earlier. But she didn't like me, and I don't know why. I don't know if I didn't have the right implants or something. I think I picked the wrong cybernetics. But you do have sex in the tank, which is kind of cool, I guess. I don't know what happens if you play as a woman. Maybe something else happens, but I didn't see that part. So I had sex in the tank, which is nice. And then you hack a company, and then you be rich or you die. And when you're rich, you get to go to space. Like, there's like an orbital casino or something, you know? And you, like, go to hack it. I think you're going there to, like, stop the casino, you know? And then, or you die. Or you could die, too. So, choices. So, story themes. Here's what they talk about during the whole game, and these are important. These are present throughout the whole story. These are things that really the game keeps sort of tapping into in a really interesting way. So first off, corporations are bad. I never really thought of it this way, but it's kind of interesting to see what Cyberpunk is saying, because it's like these big companies, they don't care about you. They only care about you buying stuff, and then when they have your money, they can exploit you, which is kind of like, that's not good, you know? So, companies are bad, but thank goodness, it's just a video game, which is nice. It's not like that, you know? Is technology bad? Kind of. This is something that the game talks about a lot. So, all you can see, these people here, they're actually on their screens. They're not looking at the people around them, which is bad. You lose the human aspect, you know? It's kind of bad. And then it also reminds me of this show Black Mirror. Have you guys heard of that? I'd never heard of it, but I watched like 2 episodes the other night, and it's like, oh my god. In one of the episodes, he has like an eye implant, and it plays back everything he ever does. It's like, oh my goodness. I can't believe that. Wow, wouldn't that be cool if you could go back and look at stuff? And then in one of them, there are these 2 guys who play a fighting game. You should watch that one. You should watch that one. Don't worry about that one. That one is, it's more important to watch that yourself. That one's more important for you to see. So, go ahead and tune in. And the third point, Keanu Reeves is so cool. Like, look at that. He's so cool. Like, he really, like, every time he's like, I'm Johnny Silverhand. Oh, Arasaka. He's so cool, man. Look at him. Oh, man. What a cool guy. Yeah, he's a really nice guy in real life, too. I don't know if you guys know this. He's a really nice guy. You should check out. So now it's time for a little audience participation, okay? I would like to ask you, the audience, about a little bit of this, okay? There were 80 side quests in the game. How many do you think I remember? 80 side quests total, okay? While you do that, I'm gonna fix my high-tech futuristic device. See, that's another thing in the game, is that the technology doesn't always work, and it can kill you. I don't think this will kill me, because it's very safe. It's important to, better safe than dead, right? Most people saying 1, that seems a little low, don't you think, for 80 things? That's a little surprising. So a lot of 1s, a lot of 5s, 12, 80. I don't remember every quest. I'm just gonna tell, I don't remember all 80 quests. That's crazy. That would be insane if I did that. I would be a savant. No, I do not remember all 80. But the real answer, the actual answer, if you could, is 5. 5 is the right answer. If you said 2, you were right. It's 5. Yeah. So, good job, everybody. Glad you got that. If you got it, and if you didn't, that's okay. That's a hard question. So, it's okay. So, let's go over some of the ones I remember. There's Robot Vending Machine, who was like, he was really nice. He was really cool, and I was his friend. And then later, he was mean. He was really mean to me. And it was like, oh, man, why did your personality change? And they said, it's artificial intelligence. Which I think is like, it's like how robots think. Which is kind of cool, because it's like, oh, robots can do anything, you know? So, makes you wonder. There's a serial killer guy that, like, killed a bunch of people, and he felt bad about it, so he crucified himself? I didn't get this one. He was kind of an asshole. Like, he was a really nice guy, but he was like, I want to be like Jesus. It's like, that's a little presumptuous. What a weird quest. I don't know. That was a weird one, but I do remember it happening, because you go to a diner, and I think he gets pancakes, and I was like, do the pancakes mean something? Is there symbolism? I don't think so, though. I haven't seen anything online about that. There are robot taxis with this guy who runs the taxis and may or may not be bad. It's ambiguous. Politicians. These are the Perales people, and they are politicians, and he's like a Bernie Sanders or something. He wants to help people. He's about the good of the city, and he doesn't want to be corrupt. But the problem is, some other stuff is happening. And when you go into the apartment, you learn some things. I'm not going to spoil it, but it sort of gets you thinking. Ow. It's right. Ow. That wasn't supposed to happen. It sort of makes you think a little bit about the game and about what would happen if there were politicians, you know? And then, the last one is a woman with a baby, and I couldn't find the thing for the baby. I couldn't find the actual, I couldn't remember her name, but there's a lady with a baby, and the guy calls you, and he's like, my wife had a baby, and she looks nothing like me. I want you to figure it out. It's like a private investigator thing, right? So you look it out, and you're like, oh my goodness, let me figure out what happened. But it turns out it's really the guy's kid, but she's had so much cybernetic work done that she looks different now. she looks totally different because she's had so many different things, which is kind of crazy. Like, that's kind of interesting because her genetics, like, were a different person, but she had so much work done that she looked totally different. Technology is sometimes bad, but I don't know if it's bad here because changing made her happy. So is it bad? Because, like, I don't know. Let's talk about, should you play this? Should you play Cyberpunk 2077? You certainly can. You can, yeah, you can do that. But you don't have to. You don't have to, no. You can see the disparity between these two. You can do it. You can do it. But you definitely don't have to. If you feel like it, you know? It's good to try new things. But you don't have to. Don't feel compelled to, you know? So that's whether or not you should play the game. And then to wrap up, just my final thoughts for this presentation on Cyberpunk 2077. What did I learn? First off, making games must be really hard. Making games must be, like, really hard. There's a lot of things that could go wrong. I don't know how long they made it. Maybe, like, a year or two. And I feel like they might have to, like, come in on the weekend and be like, oh, man, I have to come in on a half day on the weekend. That sucks, you know? Like 44-hour work weeks. That would, oh, God. Could you imagine that? Jesus. Yeah, making games has got to be hard because this is, a lot of stuff happens. Yeah. So there's that. Number 2, corporations are bad, but some of them are good. Like this guy. He's pretty cool. He's kind of a badass. Yeah, no, he's pretty based. Yeah. He let his girlfriend be in the game. He said she could do it. Which is like, cool, you know? He made a rocket and a car, and I think he's making a train, too. I think he's working on that. He wants everybody to go everywhere. Which is like, you know? I would like to go places, you know? And then the last thing I learned is that cybernetic implants will not make me have any more fun or be any more happy. I had a lot of things in my body, and none of them made me feel any kind of joy. So that is Cyberpunk 2077. I hope you enjoyed this book report. And remember, if you ever spend time in Night City, remember to keep your eyes peeled and your head on a swivel, or else this might happen. Thank you all for attending my presentation. Okay, so now I would like to take some questions from the class. I'd like to take some questions from you all to see what you thought about the presentation. Do you have any questions about Cyberpunk 2077? That's what I would like to know. What system did you run the video game on? It was on a PC. A PC, which is a personal computer. Yeah. What are you wearing? It's an outfit from the game. I thought it'd be kind of cool. Can you have cyber dogs? No, but I think they are in the game. I remember shooting a couple. I killed some of them. Yeah, but I couldn't get any on my own. But I did kill some. What was your favorite weapon? I don't know. Was it fun? I already said that. You can go back. Look. You can do it. You can do it. Was it fun? I don't know. You don't have to do... Fun is subjective. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Among Us talk, so that is my cue. Wrap it up and put down the presentation. Thank you all for joining me and listening to my video game book report. I hope you enjoyed it. You were out of focus the entire time. I didn't realize that You know what? You live and learn. That just means better for next time. Don't worry.